Hey guys, how you doing? Any guy that has the name Kaka in his name is a friend of mine. It's Kakaberk, KK, from the Heli clan. And he's in his SU-130 PM on Rolenberg. And he's got a T-92 as a platoon mate who's moved up to spot. This is not very good. I'm going to have to go out and get a coffee. The mug is good. Have you got your... Did you purchase your Happy Holidays? Happy fucking Holidays mug? If you work in an office, you have to have one of these. Okay? What's that on your mug? If you have a very strict office, there's always the slurp mug. Alright. Snap! One kill. Okay. This could be a serious game, okay? I plugged the merch. I plugged the merch. Available at the Claus Kellerman Teespring store. Link at the bottom of the video. But we're just going to enjoy no shenanigans today. I'm going to do the commentary. We're going to watch 2 amazing games. And then I'm going to actually meet a friend for coffee. I'm going to order a regular, cream and sugar on the side, and I'll put it in like I want. And I know they're going to order a Frappo Moco with a splash of caramelado something. What the fuck, right? Something like that. And I'm going to pay. That's all I know. Because that's the way the world works. And it's got, it's just... Go on, ridicule me in the comment section. Oh. 2 kills. He gets to play versus tier 6s, for God's sakes. How many times do you roll out in your SU-130 PM? With matchmaking like this, guys. Now he has no armor. Tier 6 can hurt him. As a matter of fact, that one he killed, the T-34... Oh, see that? Oh, it bounced! The SU-1... The SU-152 with a heat shell. I think that's a 750. 750 heat shell. 750 alpha heat shell. Oh boy. And he bounced. It's bounced. Game is bounced. Heat shell bounce. Armor piercing shell bounce. So it's bounced. One Russian tank bounce on another Russian tank. And the vice versa. I was gonna say before that happened, the T-34-85M, and they're both dead on the enemy team, has an HE round that could hurt him. Over 300 alpha. Oh! The Nash horn. Like, oh! Boom! But he can hurt them more. 549. When you're a tier 6, oh, that guy's a tier 7, and you get shot by one of the tier 7 tank that ends up in a matchmaking like this, which is not bad for a tier 7 tank, and one of these hits you, boom, 549. Feels bad. 2 shots, I guess, it would take to kill a T-34-85M, but that T-34-85M could shoot him twice with HE and do over 600 damage, and the T-34-85M, I think, reloads faster. Maybe be able to shoot him 3 times in the time he can shoot twice, so that's 900. He only has 1,000, 1,100 HP. It's the T-34-85M is a formidable opponent if he's in cover and he can shoot this guy. So anyway, watch what's happening here. He's losing 610. Okay, it's not a cakewalk. He's top tier, and he's got 1,500 damage, which is not great. His team has withered. It looked like they were winning at the beginning, but now he has to kind of be cautious. He's got to be cautiously optimistic. What would you do in this situation? I'd get in the bushes, buddy. You're not in the bushes, but you can do this. You're gonna, yeah, you won't get spotted. And your shot went, because why did his shot do this? It has nothing to do with the fact that the score is 6-11 for the enemy team. Nothing. There you go. Well, that shot went like this, but it hit bullseye. I would be in the bushes if I were him. I'm just letting you know, buddy. I would be in the bushes, right? Because if you're not in the bushes, you're in the open. He could have done all that from over here, but he didn't. He decided not to. And so he's lucky. Now the enemy's pushing here. Oh, there's like 3 tanks coming, but he's going to make one pay. Oh, there's another one. Oh boy, there's 2 of them. And a VZ-44. He's in a bit of a crossfire here. He's in a precarious spot. The score is 8-13. Score is 8-13. He's got an 88 backing him up. The Achilles is coming, and they're respect. Oh no! Oh, he took one, and boom! Oh, he pays back 1 for 1. Oh, he takes another hit. The Achilles shot HE, but hit the tracks and only did 42 damage. Oh, and he gets hit by an SPG. What could go wrong? Could it get any worse? Oh, he takes him out. Could it get any worse? The score is 9-13. 9-9-9-9 of the enemies have been killed. 10 of the enemies have been killed. And the AT-8 is still hanging in there. The AT-8 is still hanging in there. Oh, he got hit by... There's 3 freaking artilleries, guys. There's 3. Count them, because Wargaming said there will no longer be more than 2 artilleries per game. Therefore, there's 3 in this game. And now it's he alone versus 5. 3 artilleries, a heavy tank, and a tank destroyer. The tank destroyer is there, the heavy tank is over there, and the 3 artilleries are somewhere. Somewhere over the ridgeline. Far, far away. Now he's going to use the bushes. Are you going to finally use the bushes? Ooh, finally. He's in, this is where you gotta be. Now the enemies they have to coordinate their attack on him. He's only got 194 HP. The VZ-44 can kill him. The T-78 can kill him. He's got 4 kills. All they have to do is do a German pincer attack maneuver. That's all they got to do. They just have to coordinate. They just have to... They just have to not do that. That's all they have to not do. What they just did is what they... The only way they could lose is if they did exactly what they're doing right now. There you go. See, like that. That's exactly what not to do. So, they showed us what not to do, so now we know what they should have done, right? What you just witnessed, that's not what they should have done. But they did it. What they basically did is they said, okay, he has a big gun. We both have less HP than the alpha of his gun. So the correct strategy would be first for me to surge forward and die. And then you wait 15 seconds till he's reloaded, and then you surge forward. What do you think of that strategy? And they both decided, yep, that's a great strategy. Let's do it. That's what they did. And they got the result that they wanted. Basically, they could have done any other strategy. Any other strategy would have had a higher percentage of winning. They could have hid in the bushes at the back of the map. They could have went in opposite directions and driven around and accidentally maybe showed up behind him. They could have stuck together and surged forward together. They could have went back to their cap and hid in a bush. They could have both capped his base. Any other strategy, they could have hid. Any of those strategies would have had a higher percentage chance of them winning, because there was the potential for this guy to make a mistake or for them to accidentally get one shot on him. The only strategy they could have employed that would have assured them losing was exactly what they did. What are the odds of that? Well, this is a World of Tanks, so the odds were very high. Very high. Now, what are the odds that one out of the 3 SPGs will sit in the cap and die while the other 2 don't connect their keyboards to the game? What are the odds that just one of them has a keyboard connected to his computer and the other 2 do not have keyboards connected? They simply just play with a mouse. The odds are very high. And now he's found the artillery who's sitting there, who is going to not feel very good. He can still lose. There is a strategy that the last 2 remaining SPGs can employ. Employ or deploy? There is a strategy they could use that in which they would have a chance of winning. There is something they could do to at least give them a chance of winning. And that would be for both of them to hide in bushes. If they were both hiding in bushes and they wait for him to approach, maybe he drives in the open, then they could win if they do that. But that's not what they did. They employed the strategy of, hey, there's 3 of us, Curly, Larry, and Mo. Curly, you go to the cap and sit there and wait till he kills you. Then I will wait 15 seconds until he's reloaded, and then I will scurry forward down the 0 line. And I will die. And that leaves Mo. What will Mo do? There is still a strategy that Mo can employ that will give him a possibility of winning. He has to have a strategy where he can hide in the bushes and see the approach of the Su-130 PM. And from the safety of the bushes where he's hiding, he can take that one last shot, hit a weak part of this armor, and potentially do 194 damage and kill this TD. The only thing he has to do to give himself the chance of winning is sit in the bushes, concealed, so that he can't be detected as this Su-130 PM goes on a search and destroy mission. He's on 10 kills. He really wants to win this game and get 11 kills. So he's not going to settle for a draw. He's going to come looking. So the only chance that Mo in the M44 has is to hide in the bushes and wait patiently for this Su-130 PM to flounder into his vision and then smack! He has a chance of winning. Let's see what Mo does. Where is Mo? Where is Mo? Where is he? Now Mo knows where he is. Mo knows that he's in the cap. Is Mo waiting? Let's pause it right here. Guys, is Mo waiting in this bush right here? Concealed? Ready? Knowing that this Su-130 PM may go and capture the base? In which case, from the concealment of this bush, he could wait patiently and fully aim and then take that one last shot. Is it possible that Mo is in this bush right here? No. No, Mo is not in that bush. Why? Nobody knows. Mo has chosen a different position on the map. Where is Mo? Where could Mo be? Curly and Larry coordinated their efforts. Curly surged forward into the cap and sat there and died. And Larry waited 23 seconds until the Su-130 PM was reloaded in order to scurry down the 9 line and get killed. And now Mo is doing the unexpected. Now Mo knows that he's in the cap. So Mo could shoot at the cap and then move, because Mo is a fairly fast tank. The M44. Oh, there's Mo! Hey, Mo! As you can see, the 3 SPGs coordinated their efforts. And this result just illustrates, again, for those of you who didn't know, that perhaps 50 to 60% of the players who play this game are complete and utter Muppets. Now, perhaps some of you, upon hearing the sarcastic commentary that you've just heard, will have learned some of the things not to do so that you can play less like the Muppets that we just observed. You can learn from Muppets. You can laugh at them, ha ha ha, and then in the back of your mind you could think, oh, I do that sometimes. I did that once. I did that a lot of times. And maybe in the back of your mind you could think, well, Klaus ridiculed him. He ridiculed those 3 SPG players and I laughed, but now I'm realizing I do that all the time as well. And you can change the way you play. You can not do that. It's an option. It's an option. There's just no sarcasm now. I'm just going to say, those 3 SPGs, the 3 SPGs, Curly, Larry, and Moe, if Curly, Larry, and Moe sat in bushes beside the cap, think of it, guys. Let your brains expand. Think out of the box. If Curly, Larry, and Moe sat stationary, not moving, stationary, in a bush, in view of the cap, there are a lot of bushes. If they each sat stationary, why stationary? Because they have more concealment when they're stationary. Even if they move a little bit, they could get spotted. But if they, all 3 of them, sat stationary in bushes around the cap, they may have won that game. Maybe. It's possible. And he decided to ram his own teammate. By the way, we switched. We're watching a different game now, guys. Oh, E50, not very good. Gun depression, right? It is McWillers, who has not done anything yet. McWillers, in the E50, McWillers says, boom. Reporting penetration. Whoa, I love the E50. Oh, I love it. I love the E50. Oh, he bounced the shot. Shall he? Shall he? No, he will. Who is he going to shoot? Who? Boom. Oh, but now you took one from the K91, who has no gun depression. You can outplay a K91 on this ridgeline, and he accidentally bounced the TS54 because Wargaming said he should. But McWillers is going to give us a treat. I love to see the E50 and the Leopard do well. We've moved past the Muppets now, guys. I've given you the sarcasm, the sarcastic commentary. I made Curly, Larry, and Moe look stupid, right? I made it, hopefully you had a laugh or a giggle. Ha ha ha, right? Hopefully in the back of your mind you're thinking, I've done that a few times. Holy shit. Hope Klaus doesn't feature one of my games, right? You're probably thinking that. Hopefully you've learned. Don't be a Curly, Larry, or a Moe. Okay? Don't. There are plenty of other players to idolize. Don't idolize Curly, Larry, or Moe. Just think. It's not that hard. But I don't want to sit in the bushes. It's boring. Well, okay, then go lose. The one thing I don't care. We're not done with Curly, Larry, and Moe. I gotta make one more observation, which I always like to just analyze what is going through the minds of these players, right? Especially 3 SPG players. 3 of them, all right? 3 SPG players who probably have played SPGs often, and in their endeavor and their time that they've played SPGs, they spent the majority of their playing career sitting stationary because they're in an SPG, self-parked gun, right? So if they've spent 80 or 90% of the time they've spent playing this game stationary, looking around, looking in top-down mode around the map for people to shoot. You're an SPG, right? 90% of your game, you're sitting there stationary looking down. Right? So they do know how to sit stationary. It's not something they have to learn. They know how to not move because they're playing an SPG, which is the self-parked gun. Therefore, if they know they have experience not moving, why is it that at the end of the game, when it's a really close game, and in fact you could argue that they have the advantage since it's 3 versus 1, why is it that they choose that particular time to not sit still? Why all of a sudden, at the end, when it's 3 versus 1, and they're playing a tank that normally they spend 90% of their time sitting stationary, do they decide that, well, now would be a good time to propel myself around the map? How does their brain come up with that? Does it make any sense to you guys? Think about that. At precisely the time when they should be sitting stationary, they decide, well, let me try something different. I've sat stationary over the past 78 games. 76 and a half of those games, I've sat stationary. Well, now, in the 77th game, it's near the end, I think I'll move around. That'll be a good idea now. And you may ask yourself, where is my beautiful wife? You may ask yourself, why? Why does their brain think that moving around now is a good idea? Where are they going? Where are they moving to? What purpose does their movement achieve? I'm an SPG. It takes me 12 seconds to aim, and I have to be in top-down mode in order to hit him. Or I have to be ready. I think now will be a good time to drive around. I'm at B3 on the map. I want to go to H6. I think H6 would be better now. I've never been to H6. It makes no sense. It is a statement on the mental capacity and the state of humans. That's what it is. It is a from a 30,000 feet looking down. That's why we'll probably be extinct in the next few, in 100,000 years. That's why. Now, we'll all listen to Elon Musk, and we'll decide, yeah, it'll be a really good idea to go and terraform Mars. That's a great idea. Let's spend the next 132 years and all our money and technology and try to make an atmosphere on Mars. Great idea. We have an atmosphere here. Well, things are getting a little warm around here. Let me press the W key. Let's go to Mars. What are you going to do on Mars? Fuck all. I'm going to live in a tiny box. Drink my own piss. That sounds great. How much for a ticket? There's people that would do it. Sign me up. This is why we have no hope. I guess that's going to be the title of the video. We have no hope, guys. Like, we don't possibly have any hope. Unless you believe in the 0.01% rule, every achievement and everything good and every bit of progress that has been made over the ages is cumulative in humans and is achieved by a tiny fraction of the species. Right? There was one guy that noticed gravity when the apple fell from the tree. He said, "Why did the apple fall? I wonder if I throw it, will it? If I throw it really hard, will it keep going all the way around the Earth? Maybe the moon does that for." One guy, one good thinker figured it out. And then, like, all us morons, we learn it. Otherwise, we would never know. So all we need is like the 0.001% of us to have any clue what's going on. And then the rest of us have a chance. And that's the only reason the human species is successful, is because we can pass down information. We can teach each other stuff that someone else figured out. And even then, most of us are too stupid to even learn this stuff. Anyways, that's a topic for another discussion. Way to go, McWillers. But the only reason these guys had any chance was because of your 5,283 damage. Did he make credits? Yeah, he did. I don't know why the video went this way. Sometimes you're heading this way and you go, poof. Sometimes you're heading this way and you go, poof. I don't know. It happened so fast. I didn't know what I was doing. I was confused.